Hi all. Good afternoon. My name is Manoj Kumar. This is Learn PowerShell from MK Part 4. In this video, we will be covering PowerShell loops, conditions and flow controls. I hope you have watched and practiced previous videos MK Part 1, Part 2 and 3. So if you have not, then do them complete before going through this video. It's a fact if you want expertise in any scripting language, we need to practice a lot. You guys might be doing the same. Good. Let's start today's video. Loop. Looping is a basic programming process that allows us to repeat a command and process large amount of data. Without this ability, writing a script would be tedious if not next to impossible. PowerShell provides a rich variety of looping techniques for applying a block statement of a series of items. Okay, for each loop syntax, how we will be using the loop for each and dollar items. So item which is assuming variable of each item, then in dollar collection object means which is a total variable of all the objects. Then I'll be typing a curly bracket. Inside that we'll be writing down a command or code which would get execute for each item. Let's see some of the examples. For that I will open PowerShell ISC. So this is PowerShell ISC. Okay, so let's create a variable nums equals to 1 comma 2 comma 3 comma 4 comma 5, or we can write down 1 dot 5 as well. Okay, so this is our total variable of all the objects, and now we want to loop use for each loop for each. So we have 5 objects here. For each object we will assume a variable $num. So we are assuming $num is assuming variable for each object in $nums. So $nums is a variable for all the objects. Then after that we type curly bracket to write down a PowerShell code. So let's write the source which is used to display a message. PowerShell is powerful, and $1 $num, which is our assuming variable. Let's run it. Okay, we missed curly brackets. Now just run it. Okay, so somewhere where's the problem? Okay, so for each spelling is wrong for each. Now it's fine. Let's clear the output, run it again. Great, so the script is working fine. So here we can see the dollar number num is getting replaced every time, and it's with all the objects. So we have 5 objects. So the first time it's showing 1 2 3, then 4 5. Let's see another example. For this time we will take some practical example, or we can say common use the case. Okay, so you know the command get the service, and name of the service spooler. So this is the command to get the spooler service for localhost. If you want to get the same service status for multiple machines, so we can do that, how we can get it. So we'll be creating a variable $computers that get as content is a command to get the content, and I have put our server list on ctemp server.txt. If we have a space in between this command, we can put it in single quote or double quote, and you want to run this code. This code get a service that's name spooler for each machine. So here we will be invoking for each loop $comp in, or we can write down computer as well, in $computers. So here this assuming variable, we can write down anything, dollar computer, dollar com, dollar c, dollar your name, it will work. Okay, then after that we need to provide in the command line, which is having a parameter dollar computer name here. After that we need to give the variable for each machine, so which is dollar computer, and let's close the curly bracket. Let me verify my server list is fine or not. Okay, so I'll verify from here, notepad c temp servers.txt. Okay, so this is our names are not good. I'll be typing here. I'll be typing here two names, win80 and win-7. These are my two domain machines. I'll be closing this file, save and close it. Okay, now let's run it. Okay, some problem is there. Let's see it. Let's check it again. Okay, great. So it's working fine, but now we are not getting the machine name here. So I have already told you one thing, that every command is having some properties and method. Let's say get the service and put a pipe here, GM. So if you see there is a property machine name here, I'll copy it here and I'll paste it. I'll put a pipe and machine name. Then I wanna two more service. I wanna the name of the service name, which is here. You can see it's a service name. We can copy paste also, we can type. Then status, let's run it again. Okay, we missed to type here, select as well, run the script. Great, so the script is working fine against multiple machines. You can put hundreds of machines, the script will work fine. What if you want to get this output into a file, text file or CSV file? So here we can do that. Just before the for each loop, create another variable result equals to, then go to next line, choose your variable where your output is being saved, out dash file, then ctemp, and you can give any path. Then here I can give service.txt to get the output, or if you want the output in CSV format, you can do that. Export the CSV temp service.csv. Great. Just you can run the entire script again, or you can just run these two lines. Great. So we have output in text format and CSV format as well. Let's verify that output. So we can type as notepad gtemp and service, no, service.txt, services.txt, yeah, correct. So let's see the output. Great, so we have output into a file as well. Let's go to the next topic, which is conditions, where the code get execute once the condition is met or not. So for example, this is the syntax of writing down a condition. If we have a condition, if that condition meet, for example, that is our first condition statement, the statement will come in small braces. If that meets, we'll write down a PowerShell code to get execute in curly bracket. In case our first condition does not meet, then we'll write down else if, and all middle level conditions like that will come under else if. For example, statement the condition statement 2 is met, then the code 2 will get executed. If condition 3 met, code 3 will get executed. So at last we have else. Else will work if no condition is met. Let's see an example of this loop. Let's create a new file and we'll be creating variable, for example dollar temp equals to, so we have some temperature here. We can put it anything, for example let's put it 6 degrees Celsius. And now come on the conditions. If dollar temp is greater than or less than, let's say less than 10, then we want to execute a code which would tell us that, or a message that would tell us the it's very cold, it's very cold. So in the condition we have put in small bracket, and code we want to execute it in curly brackets. Let's see the second condition. Else if, in case the first condition does not meet, dollar temp is less than 20, then you'd like to run or get a message, it's cold, just cold. Let's correct the spelling. Fine. Let's go to the third condition. Else if dollar temperature is less than 30, whether it's moderate or right, right, that's host, others, that's moderate, or we can say it's fine, anything. If no condition meet, then we would like to trigger a message which will not have any condition, that will have a direct execution. So write this host, it's very hot. Let's execute the code and you will see currently we have temperature 6. Okay, so we have the output, it's very cold, which where the first condition is meeting, we have put a condition there, our temperature is less than 10. So for example if I put here 12, okay, execute it, it's cold. So in 12 this condition is meeting, because 12 comes, it's not coming under condition 1, it's coming under condition 2, which is less than 20. Okay, so we can use this loop condition in case we want to delete a file which is larger than 1 gigabit or 2 gigabit. We can find out all the files and we want to write down all the files. Okay, let me give you an example here, practical example. I'll create a new file. Okay, so if dollar, here we'll write down the condition, test as path to check a path, sql temp slash, let's see, service.txt. So test as path is a PowerShell command to check the path, if that path exists or not. So you'll be checking here, if that exists, then remove this item, which is to delete the path, ctemp server.txt. Okay, else, because we have only two conditions here, if the file exists or not. So else, if the file doesn't exist, we'll write down a message, the file doesn't exist. close the bracket, just run it, so if we run it this, okay, so we see there's no output, which means the file has been deleted. If we run it again, then it will give us a message the file doesn't exist. It means the file was previously deleted, and now since the file is not there, it is giving us a message that the file doesn't exist. If you want to put a message the file has been deleted, you can put down a message after the deletion. It will give us a message that write those the file, or you can write down the name of the file as well. The file has been removed or deleted, anything. Okay, let's see our next topic. Minimize it. Next topic is, okay, so our next topic is switch loop. This is the syntax of switch loop. In switch loop, actually create a new file to see the, for example, uh, before creating let's understand the code first. Okay, so how to write down the syntax would be like that. We'll be switching the variable array, so where the condition and code both will come under the curly brackets. So we have a condition 1, then we will be executing code 1. If that doesn't work, then condition 2, it will automatically switch to condition 2, then condition 3, and like that. So in case if no condition meet, or like the if and else, here we have a default condition. So after that we need to put a curly bracket as well. It's fine. Now let's see the example now. Okay, so it would be good if we copy the same script here which we use for temperature, where, okay, this is the one. Okay, so let's use it. We have temperature 12 here. So here, as I said, we don't need to type the if and else here. We'll remove it. We will type switch, then temperature. What we would like to switch? Temperature, dollar temperature. Let's go to the next line. Okay, so write down curly bracket, then we don't need to use this small brackets here, curly bracket, and the code will also, if this temperature is less than 10, then this should get execute and the script should break. Okay, keep a space here. We can keep this curly bracket in line 1 as well. We can put in line 2, but this is the way we write down the script to make to looks them beautiful, and it's understandable as well. Okay, so then again switch to if temperature is less than 20, then this code should get execute and put a break here. Then let's say down if the temperature is less than 30, then this code should get execute and stop the code. What happens in the scripts when the if condition or the switch where the condition meets, it stop the scripting engine stops where the first condition meets. So if we can say 12 is less than 20 and 12 is less than 30 as well. So if the condition is meeting, as the condition is meeting on 20, so the script the engine will stop here. It won't go further. And in place of else we have default here. So let's write down the default. If it is default, we would like to execute it. And this, let's finally run the script, clear the output and run the script. So currently the temperature is 12, so we can see condition 2, which is less than 20, is meeting, and it should show it's cold, and it is showing it's cold. Great, so the script is working. Let's change the script and make it true. Run it. It's very cold. Okay, so in this case 2 is less than 10, where the first condition is meeting, and the script engine will stop there. Next we have other loops like for, while, do, and do while, do until. Let me correct it. This is do while. So in for loop we need to put the initial statement count, and then we need to execute the code. And while, first the condition comes, then the code. And do while and do until, in both the loops, the code get execute first, then the condition comes. However, the code gets executes as per the condition. Break and continue. Let's see an example of break and continue. Create a new file, then here you type for. I will cover for loop as well. $I is our variable, equals to 1, where the condition is $I is less than and equal to 10. Okay, put a breaker here, and this is a breaker. That's a breaker. Okay, then $I plus plus. So close the curly bracket, close the curly bracket, then execute a code, write dash host, and $I. Let's take it in the second line. Okay, so if $I is equal to 5, which is a condition, it should give us a message that write as host, or it should break. If the condition, okay, is equal to 4, we can put it anything, break, and close it, close the curly bracket and the curly bracket. Okay, so if we execute the code, uh, if it shows 1 2 3 4, and in place of 4, after 4 it's showing as break. Okay, so it's going up to 10 means where our condition is $I is less than and equal to 10. That's why it's going up to 10. So we have done now. Thanks for watching. You can through my other videos. You can email me for any query, questions or suggestions. Thank you.